Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to break down the top 3 things that you need to know and you need to be doing if you are an entrepreneur and you actually own your business. Let's go. All right guys, so if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, you know the deal there. What I'm going to tell you today, these are the top 3 things. You may be aware of them, you may not. But I can say this, as I got into my 30s and a little bit older, some of these things I was not at all aware of, and I had to implement them over time. I've been spending a ton of money on self-development over the years, and I can tell you these made a huge impact on me, okay? So number 1, if you already or you still currently watch television and watch the news, you need to stop watching the news, okay? Like period. If you follow politics, you gotta stop. Like you literally have to stop. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. You can follow the politics all you want, but if you really want to learn how to grow and you really want to know how to impact your business, then you need to make that your life's work. If watching NBC, ABC, Fox, or any of those is your life's work, then you have no life's work, okay? You're just like everybody else. You've got to turn off the television, you got to turn off the noise. I haven't watched the TV in years. If you've had kids, you probably should stop watching it anyway because there's cartoons and that's all you're gonna watch. Like literally, if it's not an app and my little kids aren't watching it, that's it. You cannot be what you need to be if you're too busy caught up in politics, religion, Christian, Muslim, Republican, Democrat, gay, ugly, bisexual. None of that matters, guys. None of that matters, okay? You need to know what matters. You need to focus on yourself, and you can't control any of those things anyway. Turn the crap off, worry about your family, worry about your business, fix yourself. Quit watching the television, quit watching the news. If you're not willing to do that, please stop following me, please. Number 2, you've got to fall in love with learning, okay? And so this is something that, guys, when I grew up, like I didn't read any books, none of that. I still don't read much. I mean, I do now, but like it took a while. And you always hear them say the average CEO does all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Well, CEO is probably not the owner. The owner and CEOs, those are different too. But when you get started, guys, you're not gonna have the time to read 50 books a year. But what you do is you need to quit listening to the radio. Your car just became your classroom, okay? So if you're driving down the road in the truck, you need to find some podcasts. When you want to watch some TV, you need to be watching videos just like this. And you're probably on that journey, that's if you're watching this now. But I'm telling you, you got to turn it up a notch. Turn the TV off, turn up more stuff like this. Like you've got to pay attention to what goes in your head, what goes in your brain, guys, okay? Podcasts when you're in the vehicle. If you're at home and you got some free time, you need to be consuming some good content. Follow people that you respect, that are where you are, that have done what you wanted to do, and follow them. Quit doing everything else. I don't like to read, Shane. Tough. Learn. Learn how to read and comprehend. Start off with audiobooks. Listen to those in the car. Do your podcast. When you're working out, put in your earbuds. I don't care what it is. You've got to learn how to develop these daily disciplines, okay? You need to become addicted to learning. That's number 2. Number 3. This one is probably gonna draw some eyebrows raises from you. You need to change your friends. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. You need to change the people that you hang around. Guys, if you are still hanging around the people you hung around 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you're not growing. Because I know they're not growing, period. The average person doesn't. The average high achiever doesn't, okay? You can't be anything average. You want to be a 2%er, you got to start being a 2%er, okay? What do 2%ers do? They own a business, okay? They don't watch the news, they don't watch TV, they're addicted to learning. These are the things they do. What else do they do? Personal development, and they ascend, okay? You've always heard people say you are the average of the top 5 people you hang around. Guys, when you own a business, you can't go hang around with your employees anymore. When you start running a company, you can't be hanging around the people you used to hang around anymore. You're gonna start landing $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 jobs. You can't go call the dudes you went to high school with and like say that to them. You can't go talk to your fraternity brothers from college and be like, what's up, Dave? Hey man, I got a $50,000 job today, what's up? Dude, Dave works a 9 to 5. You understand? Like, you cannot do that. They don't even like you. Those people, they'll be happy for you until you reach a certain point. And I'll tell you when that point's gonna be. They will stop being happy for you when you start making them feel bad about themselves, okay? So they will actually try to pull you down. They really will. If you ever been around somebody that had just stopped drinking, all their other buddies want them to have a drink. Why? If you're not drinking and you're around a bunch of buddies who are drinking, like, you make them feel insecure. Like, dude, just take a drink. Huh? You know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a prime example of all this stuff, okay? And conversely, if you're the leader in that group and you're telling them that you're doing all this stuff from self-development, you'll start to see that they'll want to say they do that, but they really don't. And you'll know by the things you go talk to. Once you start pouring into yourself, doing the things I'm telling you about, go to some of those functions, go to some of those parties, go to some of that whatever, and what are they talking about? Like, the football game, oh, that's cool, but like, that's killing time until your wife says you can go, all right? If you want to be a 2%er, dude, you got to be doing things, you got to be weird, you have to become weird. And the only way to do that is you've got to continue to ascend. If you don't continually change your friends and upgrade your friends, then you're not seeing the progress. There should be a tension. Like, if you guys have ever moved away from home and you go back home after 5 or 6 years or 2 or 3 or 4 years and you've been working on yourself, you will see instantly the guys that you used to grow up with, you used to hang out with, like, they laugh at jokes you don't think are funny anymore, right? Like, I used to pee in my pants too. I quit doing that. Quit picking my nose, right? Like, all of those things, you've got to start growing, evolving, and adapting to, all right? So, recap those 3 things. Number 1, you got to give up the news. You got to give up TV, okay? You don't need that crap. You've got to focus on the stuff that matters. If you can't control it, do not worry about it, dude. Do not worry about it. Focus on yourself. Focus on your friends and family that you love and care about. That's it, all right? Number 2, you got to become addicted to learning, okay? So you've got to develop that insatiable hunger for it. Podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube, stuff like that. You got to get addicted to learning. And third and finally, you've got to be able to continually upgrade your friends. Guys, if you're not doing that, I can promise you this, you ain't going to grow the way you want to grow, all right? And that's cool. Don't call yourself a 2%er. You be a 20%er. You don't want to be that, okay? So hopefully, guys, you find that helpful. If you ever want to know more and you want to hear about the other stuff that we do, maybe may help you with your business, go to workwithshane.com and we can hop on a phone call and see if I can help you. Anyway, appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.